Hi, everyone. It's the full moon tonight. It's at 10:24 p.m. in Pacific time. And this is the full moon in Scorpio, which is a major time of death of the old and rebirth of the new. So I thought I would give a presentation tonight for us all. And I'd like to begin with just centering ourselves. And then I'm going to share an invocation with you. So let's just breathe, take some nice deep breaths down into the belly. And with every out breath, releasing any tension. Let's focus on physical tension. Releasing the shoulders and jaw, the hips and legs. Just breathing, letting go of any place of tension. Letting your body soften and open to receive. And let's do the beautiful Thich Nhat Hanh simple meditation of breathing in love, breathe out soft smile. And as you all breathe in love, breathe out soft smile, I'm going to share an invocation. I align with my divine I am presence, the source, all that is. I am one with all that is. I am my I am presence. I align with my higher self, and I open my soul star chakra above my head, my crown chakra, the fairy crown of light rays, to full breadth, as I receive the wisdom of my higher self continually with ease and grace. I welcome and acknowledge my guides and guardians of the light, the angelics, the ascended masters, star sisters and brothers, ancestors, animals, fairies, elementals, all who love me so very much and have always loved me and are always there for me when I ask for anything at all. My life is joyous and fulfilling. I am living my dreams. I am living my full divine human potential. So tonight I'd like to clear a few more belief systems. Some of these belief systems may be picking back up into old past life material for all of us, as these old beliefs have been programmed for so very long into the human consciousness. And we may also have and likely have experienced them to some extent in this lifetime as well. So there's just a few more. We've done a lot of the clearing of belief systems, and I want to just finish up some of the ones that are left. And I'm going to do them all in a grouping, and then we'll do the clearing statement at the end of the whole group of belief systems. I must constantly be doing something to improve myself. I am not good enough as I am. I am a sham, a phony, and I am terrified that I will be found out. I am inadequate, and I cannot make any mistakes, or I will be seen as a fraud, as weak and incapable. I am bad, and I will be punished. I am going to be judged and go to hell. I am a sinner. I could be more loving. I should be more loving. I am selfish. I am bad. I am incapable of having a successful, loving relationship. I am afraid to get close to people. I am incapable of sharing my real self with anyone. I am afraid of rejection. I am unlovable. People reject me, and I am unworthy of being loved for who I truly am. I must abandon myself, my true nature, or I will be controlled, persecuted, criticized, killed, ignored, and discounted. I am terrified of living a life of wealth, health, love, and living a life of purpose. I don't deserve it. I am unworthy. I could have done better, and I am being punished. I am incapable of living my soul's purposes, and I will discover this during my life review at the end of my life. I will not have measured up. I will have missed the mark. I will fail at my purpose for living. I will fail at my soul's mission and purpose. I am a failure. If I express my true self or my feelings, I will be persecuted and shut down, shut up. It is not safe to follow my inner guidance and the desires of my heart. I am incapable of following my inner guidance and the desires of my heart. If I follow my inner guidance and the desires of my heart, I will not fit on this planet and I will be persecuted. It is scary to follow my inner guidance. I will be persecuted and humiliated if I create my own life. I am afraid of my own creative process. Others control me. I give up. It is hopeless. If I break out and be the creator I am, creating what I need and joy, they will come in and destroy it and destroy me. I am afraid of my own divinity. I am afraid of the unknown. I am a disappointment to God, and I am incapable of having a close, intimate relationship with God, of being one with God, and of claiming and expressing my divinity, my true nature, and my magnificence. I am afraid of my own divinity. I am a disappointment to the Great Mother, the Goddess, and I am incapable of having a close, intimate relationship with the Great Mother, Goddess, of being one with her, and of claiming and expressing my divinity, my true nature, and my magnificence. All of these belief systems and everything holding them in place, are you ready and willing to dissolve and uncreate these? Thank you. My I am presence now dissolves and uncreates all of these belief systems and everything holding them in place. Root, core, cause, effect, record, and memory through all of my being. Just breathing, relaxing even more, letting any energies dissipate and dissolve. So I've been sharing with you all some from the class that I created in 2015, Dissolving Painful Beliefs and Feelings, Expanding Your Enlightenment. And so the first class started in November, 2015. And one of the people in the first class was taking Creating a Meaningful Life at that time. He was a doctor, an MD, an eye surgeon, and he was getting a master's in transpersonal psychology at AU. And so he was very concerned that he wasn't living his soul's purpose. He also, like so many of the students here, wanted to get into spiritual counseling and so on. And he kept feeling like he wasn't really living his true soul's purpose. And so I got called to share this with you, which is, for some reason, I transcribed it in writing from the call, from the teleconference, of some questions that he was asking me at the end of one of the classes. And interestingly, it's November 2 years ago. But I think that I had just been reminding people of something that Magdalene had channeled through me very forcefully. And what she said, and it's interesting that she said it in the negative like this, but she said this in a very strong manner. Speak only words that we want to be in our reality. Every word we speak is a creation. We are creators, and every word we are speaking is creating and is our creation. So often this class, Creating a Meaningful Life, is often about concerns around and discovering and acknowledging and being excited about our soul's purposes and passions and our soul mission on the planet, which for many of us spiritual people is what we see as the meaningfulness of our life. Although the meaningfulness of our life, it embraces the whole spectrum of being human, the entire spectrum of being human. That's also what we're looking at a lot in this class. Anyway, I wanted to share the questions and answers that came out in this discussion. The question was the joy that would be the outcome that we want to be living, and using the I am statements as a way to claim that. Would you clarify that? Because we've been talking about anytime we say I am sick, we're creating that. I am a creator. I am a cosmic being. Anything that we say I am, and probably all of you know this already, we are creating and claiming. So that's what he was asking about. And I said, it is taking everything that you really want in your heart and also how it feels to have that and saying, this is what I have now. And when you tweak your brain in that way, you actually start noticing all of the purpose, the passion, the beauty, the enthusiasm, and the excitement in your day now. Not something that you are waiting for until you believe that you are fully living your soul's mission. This wakes up the perception that you are actually living your soul's mission right now, all the time. Yes, it is ever unfolding into new ways of giving yourself in service. It does unfold and change, but you are doing that now. And when you switch to saying, I am living and accomplishing my soul's purposes, then your reality, your experience of life aligns to that belief that you have chosen and claimed. And you actually do start seeing it, that it is actually all around you already. And then there isn't the resistance happening. It is a form of resistance to say that I am trying to get to my soul's purposes and passions, or I'm not there yet. It's always leaving it out there in the future. Instead, letting go of the resistance, that it may not be what you think it should be, but that all you are and do is actually expressing your soul's purposes and passions. And if you look at yourself and your life 10 years ago, you are also expressing your soul's purposes and passions. And he said, sometimes it can be hard to fully believe that you are living it in the moment. But we gain confidence in remembering that we are the I am and not just some body here on planet Earth. Oh, yes, absolutely. We are spirit having a human experience, and we gain confidence when we have the inner orientation that we actually are serving, that we actually are in our soul's purposes and have always been and will always be. And he said, I think that is really important, that in the now, we are already there. And that is a perceptual shift we need to make. We need to make the shift in the now. As we listen to our heart, we are there. How true. Exactly. And it is a perceptual shift. And there is an element in there of letting ourselves off the hook. We are so good at being hard on ourselves and having high expectations for ourselves, thinking we need to be perfect and not trusting ourselves. All of these basic fundamentals, we have all been so well conditioned to play into this and conditioned to not just let go, be happy, surrender to trusting ourselves and our higher self and our I am presence coming through us and living that which we are. As Magdalene says all the time, the greatest gift you can give Creator and creation is simply being yourself. And being yourself is more than enough. These are all tweaks to our perceptual and conceptual awareness and thinking. And we shift from thinking to knowing. Knowing is an intuitive process. We know it when we see it. We know it when we feel it. We know it when we hear it. The truth is in our hearts. So we can always feel that knowing when we see it, hear it, feel it. So it is doing a great service to humanity and the planet to fully own the truth of who we are, and truly recognize that we are living that truth and have always been living that truth. And in this particular class, we've been looking even deeper at how we have been that truth, even with those shadow parts of ourselves and those times in our lives when we were deeply immersed in our shadow aspects. It is all part of our magnificence as a divine human. It is our birthright, and in fact, our mission to shine our light, our magnificence fully. Some of us, maybe most of us, are terrified to fully shine our magnificence, and yet this is who we truly are. As you can see, I hope, from this class, it is all the conditioning and the programming which limits us and puts the veil over us where we don't believe these things. And we have seen the depth and the range of that programming that keeps us from our natural, authentic, divine human self and the knowledge of that and the expression of that. So I just wanted to share that with you all at this point in our time together, as well as finish up those belief systems. So this is good. And I hope that you also can recognize when one of those programmed and conditioned belief systems is coming up inside of you. Anywhere where you're saying, I can't, I'm not worth it, I'm not worthy, I can't, anything that comes up in your consciousness that is trying to limit you in any way. Because the truth is, we are limitless, eternal beings. We are limitless, eternal consciousness, expressing through many beings, through all of time and space, and no time as well. So I think I'll keep that short for this time, and that's enough for this time. So I'll see you in the discussion posts.